Hi, I'm Coach Brian Pirana and wanted to introduce you here before we get on to an actual live call together to give you a little bit of my background, who I am, what I do, why I'm doing it, so it's easier for us to instantly connect on our conversation. Personally, I married my high school sweetheart and we've been together for over 20 years now. Married. I've known her for 30 years. Amber is her name. We have four kids. Currently, they're 16 to 11, three boys and a girl. We try and provide as much opportunity as we can to them. They get good grades. They are in all sorts of different activities. They're nurturing and giving them opportunities is super important in our family. We've traveled. We love traveling. My wife actually owns a travel. She's a travel advisor, and she sends people on bucket list style trips. So that trip you've been wanting to take and keep putting off, she's going to get you to go on and have an amazing time. Now, we've actually been to all 50 states, multiple countries and continents. We're working on all seven. There you go. There's the fingers on each of those. So we have Asia, Antarctica is a big one, in Australia to go. Really excited about that. Professionally, I actually still use my college degree, exercise and nutrition degree back in '04. So I've been doing this for, at the current time, over 23 years. I've been a group trainer, exercise person. I've done personal training. I've owned gyms for about 5 years, two CrossFit gyms. I've do remote health nutrition coaching for the last 15. I've worked with Olympians. I've had two of them actually. I actually created a CrossFit world champion from my CrossFit days. And I work with everyday people most of the time. I have two different programs. I have a momentum method that is more one-to-one coaching for business professionals with family. They're career driven, they're busy, and their health is getting away from them. And they need individualized support, accountability, direction to make sure that they not only know what to do, but actually do it as well. And that's Momentum Method. I also do a men's 100-day fat loss challenge called The Call to Rise. That's one of my more main offers, working with men over 40. Same situation, career driven guys that are family and they are gaining weight and need specific direction, accountability, so they get to some of their healthiest versions by the time they're 50 or even 60 and still functioning at high level for a high quality of life and match the success that they have in their career, their relationships and such. So that's it. The Driven for Health podcast is really about having people to show up and men over 40. And what we're doing here on this is I do a lot of solo episodes. At the moment, I'll have 120 published podcasts and all geared toward nutrition, fitness, lifestyle, behavior change, any in that bucket of arena. Now, my goal is to bring on subject matter experts who know their specific craft and can bring in and talk into my ideal client who's a business owner or a high flying professional that is really skilled and so we blend. Now, the goal of our individual or our interview style conversation is to blend health and your subject matter expert together. So, in general, a typical flow for most conversations are going to start with you and I would connect over some form of a health conscious decisions that you make that I coach and teach on. From there, then we move into doing shifting into whatever your area of expertise. I've had sales, marketers, branding, a FBI, retired FBI agent, a jet fighter pilot, people who own businesses, all these things, executive coaches. And the reason I bring them on is to shed light on how to ultimately just take care of yourself and be responsible for your own outcomes. And that's what's really important when we go through our conversation is that we highlight what your level of expertise is, bring that value into the show so that the guys can obviously get to know, like, and trust you. And there's a beneficial part for you to be able to have your your bio and your links and show notes and all that stuff, and that they walk away from our conversation being enriched with a lot of good value information, content that they can be successful and use walking away from this conversation. It's really casual, it's humor, there's sarcasm, there's just a lot of fun, ideally, that we can have in the conversations. And I like to go deep too. I'm pretty much an open book. So vulnerability is something that I appreciate. And I think that our audience would too. Hopefully, that this video can help you get to know me a little bit better for that call, and excited to talk with you and create something special for the audience listening and help both of us find the right people to work with and really help them out. Thanks.